36 Premier League goals in one season, a Champions League treble before turning 23. Erling Haaland doesn't just score, he seems engineered to destroy every record in his path. The rise of football's most fearsome striker didn't happen by accident. He was shaped by a father who played at the highest level, forged in small-town Norway, and driven by something that started long before the world knew his name. In the quiet coastal town of Bryne, elite sport was not a distant dream. It was the household standard. Erling's father, Alfie Haaland, had spent over a decade battling in the English top flight and Norway with Nottingham Forest, Leeds United, Manchester City, and Rossland, earning 34 caps for Norway and featuring in the 1994 World Cup. His mother, Marita Braut, was a national heptathlon champion, an elite athlete whose multi-sport discipline gifted her son a foundation of speed and power. But genetic destiny is nothing without structure. After returning to Norway, Alfie began taking 6-year-old Erling to the Bryne training ground after school, running repetitive, deliberate drills designed to sharpen his first touch and shooting accuracy. In this home, elite performance was stripped of its glamour and treated as a daily practice. Gry enforced a strict code of personal conduct: respect every staff member, never use violence to solve problems, and stay humble. This discipline-first environment meant that long before any trophies or million-dollar contracts, Erling was taught that talent is merely a starting point. The unyielding work ethic and mental resilience that define his game today did not emerge on the grand stages of Europe. They were quietly forged in the daily rhythms of a Norwegian household. In the small town of Bryne, home to barely 11,000 people, Bryne FK served as the ideal incubator. The Norwegian youth sports model dictated a strict approach: no early specialization, no intense competitive pressure, and no official scorekeeping until age 13. This relaxed environment protected Erling's early development, allowing a skinny, rapid youngster with obvious technical ability to fall in love with the ball. His youth coach, Alf Ingvi Berntsson, established 3 non-negotiable rules for his squad: punctuality, maximum effort, and proper behavior. Berntsson watched as the young forward showed up day after day, noting that Haaland smiled a lot, scored a lot, and trained a lot. As Haaland grew, his physical profile began to catch up with his ambition, morphing into a terrifying blend of height, raw speed, and unyielding determination. The results came rapidly. During an under-13 local tournament, he tore through defenses to net 28 goals. He carried this lethal efficiency into the club's reserve side, Bryne 2, where he registered an astonishing 18 goals in 18 matches. Opponents in the Norwegian 4th tier could not handle his direct, powerful running. By age 15, his development forced the senior team's hand. On May 12, 2016, Haaland made his professional debut against KFUM Kameratine, playing the entire 90 minutes. The quiet coastal town had produced a physical anomaly, a teenage striker who was already physically and mentally prepared to dominate grown men. In 2017, 16-year-old Haaland left his hometown to join Molde FK, entering a world of relentless tactical demands and unforgiving physical play. Here, he met the ideal mentor, former Manchester United striker Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Solskjaer did not just refine the teenager's finishing mechanics, he rebuilt his psychological approach to the penalty box, teaching him how to remain calm under intense pressure. Over 50 league appearances, the young striker faced senior professional defenders who tested his resolve and forced him to adapt. He responded by scoring 20 league goals, transforming raw genetic potential into lethal, repeatable performance. Under Solskjaer's guidance, Haaland's belief exploded. He was no longer just a physical prospect from a small town. He had emerged as Norway's most terrifying young talent, ready to conquer the European stage. In January 2019, Red Bull Salzburg secured the teenager on a 5-year contract, placing him into one of Europe's premier development systems. The step up in competition did nothing to slow his momentum. During the 2019 to 2020 campaign, Haaland terrorized Austrian defenses, scoring 28 league goals in just 22 appearances. But his true introduction to the footballing world came on September 17th, 2019. Making his Champions League debut against Genk, he fired a clinical first-half hat trick. It was a historic arrival that sent shockwaves across Europe. Guided by an obsession with scoring, his lethal form drove Salzburg to a domestic double, securing both the Austrian Bundesliga and the Austrian Cup. On this bigger stage, the pressure did not dilute his output. It fueled it, proving this physical force was ready to dominate the continent. Borussia Dortmund secured the young striker in the summer of 2020, placing him inside the high-pressure coliseum of the Westfalenstadion. The transition took only minutes to ignite. Coming off the bench for his debut against Augsburg, he claimed a ruthless 20-minute hat-trick, followed by 2 more goals in his second match. 5 goals in under an hour of combined playing time shattered any doubts about his ability to perform in one of Europe's Big 5 leagues. This was a weekly demolition of elite defenses. Over his Dortmund spell, he produced 44 Bundesliga goals in just 55 matches, physically overwhelming seasoned center backs. In the Champions League, his efficiency remained absolute, adding 10 goals in the yellow shirt and driving the club to capture the DFB Pokal in 2021. Defenders no longer waited for him to receive the ball to panic. His running power, a terrifying combination of raw acceleration and heavy strides, forced entire defensive lines to retreat deeper out of sheer survival instinct. Opponents began treating him as a threat before he even touched the ball. When he did score, his trademark meditation celebration and intense, explosive roars became the definitive image of a new era. He was no longer just a highly rated prospect. He had hardened into one of Europe's most feared and unavoidable attacking forces. In July 2022, Haaland signed with Manchester City, entering the most demanding tactical ecosystem in world football. Critics questioned how a direct, low-touch striker would fit into Pep Guardiola's possession-based machine, which demanded absolute precision in structure, movement, and timing. Haaland answered by dominating the league. He shattered the Premier League's single-season scoring record with 36 goals in his debut year. By the spring of 2023, he had propelled Manchester City to a historic treble, capturing the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the Champions League. His immediate impact in England did more than secure trophies, and it redefined his trajectory, moving the conversation from what he could become to the history he was already making. Behind this unstoppable output lies a highly disciplined daily regime. Haaland conditions his body with weighted sled pushes and grueling hill sprints to maintain his explosive acceleration, fueling his matches with a strict pasta-heavy diet. Off the pitch, he maintains a detached, dry-humored composure. Yet, critics often target his low involvement, pointing to matches where he registers fewer than 25 touches. But this sparse style is entirely strategic. His constant off-the-ball double movements and sudden backsteps pin defenders back, turning minimal contact into maximum damage. For Haaland, every single touch is designed to destroy. In September 2019, Haaland made his senior debut for Norway, starting an international career defined by a demanding, immense hurdle. He quickly became his country's all-time leading scorer, scoring 59 goals. Yet, the Norwegian national team lacks the vast talent pool and infrastructure of traditional football giants. Competing on this stage means carrying an entire nation's expectations without the elite supporting cast found at the club level. For Haaland, winning trophies with superclubs is only half the battle. Securing an international legacy here remains unfinished business, a live tension awaiting its final verdict. Every defense knows he is coming, yet none can stop him. Driven by an obsession that defies limits, Haaland is no longer just chasing records, and he is rewriting history in real time. Are we watching the beginning of the greatest goal-scoring career football has ever seen?